Here at DHS, we offer 28 varsity sports. We just got told that CIF is now sanctioning sand volleyball, which we have sand volleyball courts. The one sport we do offer that many schools in the area do not is lacrosse. We have boys lacrosse and girls lacrosse. The closest school that I know of that has it is down in Long Beach. So we are a wonderful school to go to if you're interested in boys and girls lacrosse. The recommendation for you guys as freshmen, knowing that we're still in the COVID situation, is pay attention to our school website and our school social media. Our intentions are to have our full summer programs, which involve many of our sports, which lead right directly into next school year. These are opportunities for coaches to see you, and then when the school year starts, we'll have tryouts for every one of our sports. Those will be posted around campus, they'll be posted on social media, they'll be posted online. Our VNS, our weekly video broadcast, always updates when tryouts are. So those opportunities will come out. You'll get informed of those, and then you'll have that opportunity to try out. But please get involved in our summer programs if you're interested in sports.
Don't forget to follow at Downey on Instagram. They post things for all freshmen. We have what's called the Link Lounge, which is what I'm actually sitting in right now. If we are able to come back to school in person, this is a place where you can come for tutoring, to hang out with friends, or to play games. We also have a virtual Link Lounge online, and you can check them out anytime in the Instagram bio at Downey Vikes. Stay tuned for some sort of orientation this summer. We're not sure if it'll be in person or virtual, but we will definitely be connecting you with those upperclassmen and making sure that you're ready for your first year at Downey High. Can't wait to see you guys. Vike Vibe.
Hi, this is Mr. Houts. I'm principal of Downey High School. Welcome the class of 2025 Future Vikings Vike Vibe. So one of the things that incoming freshmen really struggle with is we're a really big school. Size-wise, we're about 40 acres. Student-wise, we're about 4,000 students. So it's a big school. So typically, and we kind of joke about it, but just knowing where your classrooms are the first couple days is kind of tough. And you just ask somebody and they'll let you know where to go. But I would say the biggest struggle is just getting to know people to start with. And we have something for everybody here at Downey High School, whether you're into sports, you're into drama, you're into music, you're into, cheer is a sport now, into dance, into engineering, into cars. We have something for everybody. We have over 50 clubs. We have something for everybody. So you got to get involved, and that is the most important thing. In high school, we really treat you to start to self-advocate for yourself, which is basically to speak up for yourself. And that's really the big difference between middle school and high school is we want you to start speaking up for yourself. We want you to start, if you need help, you know where to go for tutoring. If you need to check out a book, you know where the library is. That is what we kind of expect, and it's a little bit of struggle, but typically after a couple months, the incoming freshmen, they have it all figured out. So my advice is to get involved. One of the big things coming to Downey High School is the history of the school. We are over 100 years of students going through here, which are thousands of alumni. And one of the things that we really try to do is to get you to feel part of the school and part of the legacy of Downey High School. If my parents graduated from Downey High School in 1956, for example, we constantly have alumni coming in showing us some of the great things they've done and some of the history of the school. We even have a Alumni Hall of Fame, and we have some very famous people in there. So I'd say the part of the freshmen is to get involved and become part of the legacy of Downey High School. One of the things I'm really proud here is the food. The food is really good, and I mean that sincerely. I eat it every day. You can ask any of the kids here. Sometimes I might even steal some of it from them. But I'd like to introduce Roberta, who will talk a little bit about the food choices here.
Hi, I'm Roberta. I'm the food service here at the Downey High School. Choices that we have in our meals range from fresh fruits and vegetables to hot carnitas. We do pasta. We have chicken sandwiches and banh mi sandwiches. We have chimichangas, tacos, chicken tenders. the Chipotle chicken sandwiches. Our varieties are endless.
I think the realization that everything counts, that if they don't pass a class, they have to make it up, whether that's in summer school or retaking the class. I think some kids aren't used to that. And then just how big we are, might not look like that next year. We're not sure yet, but we have lots of students at our school. I think the other thing we'd always want kids to be prepared for is math, because they have to get through the integrated 1, 2, and 3. It's really important to get off to a good start with math. So anything they can do, Khan Academy or summer academies, or just doing online tutorials to boost up their math skills would be helpful. And just knowing they have to take 2 years of a language. That's really critical too. For some kids, that's a tough one, but it is a requirement now. So they have to get through 2 years of either Spanish, French, German, or American Sign Language. So yeah, freshmen and sophomores, it's pretty tight because they have to take English, math, science, and PE. And so that's 4 classes right off the bat. For those 2 years. We try to get them into a language early because they have to meet that 2-year requirement. So a lot of freshmen are taking one of their first year of their language as a freshman. And then a lot of them will be taking health. That's a requirement to graduate. So one thing they can do is try and get it in the summer, as long as it's offered, and get that taken care of so that they could have their language elective and an art possibly, because they also have to get 1 year of a visual performing art taken care of before they can graduate. So they can go to the Downey website and look at the counselor corner. That's what we call our website, the counselors. And we have a list of electives. We have descriptions of all of them, so they can spend some time with their folks, their friends, and just kind of look through and see what kind of visual performing art class they're interested in, and make sure they know what language they want to take. When they become juniors and seniors, there's more options, because unless you're playing a sport, you wouldn't have PE. And there is a 2-year science requirement. So most freshmen will take biology, and most sophomores will take chemistry. And that could open up more elective spots junior and senior year. And then we have some more items to choose from based on their interests and sometimes what they need to graduate. So in a typical school day, they would have 6 classes. Each semester they earn 5 credits. So each semester they would earn 30 credits. And so each year, based on the 2 semesters passing all their classes, they would have 60. So if they did that all 4 years, they would end up with 240 credits, 60 times 4. And that's 20 more than they need to graduate. So the number they need to graduate is 220. Some students will get that health credit and have maybe 245 when they graduate. Kids in band will always have some extra credits because they're doing marching band after school. That counts above and beyond the 60 that they earn. And then if we ever go back to 0 period, some students take 0 period classes and can earn even more credits. But the big number they need to keep in mind is 220. So if they pass all their classes, that's not a problem. But if they fail classes, it becomes an issue. They're not going to meet the 220, and they would either have to go to summer school and make that up. We do have CTE classes that are held after school or on Saturdays. We'll see how those look next year. We're not sure yet. But those are other opportunities to earn more credits and learn a skill like banking. We have a banking occupations class. There's a culinary arts class over at Warren that kids can join. But again, we don't like kids to take those because they have to. We want them to take them because they want to. So really important to earn all your credits, and if anything doesn't go right, to earn it back in summer. Something else to keep in mind, we're pushing all our kids to be A through G. That means they're qualified as a senior to apply to a 4-year school. And so any D's that they get in their core classes, we're going to ask them to go to summer school and fix those. We call it validating, so that they would be A through G as a senior. If you get a D in English and you never fix it, you could have A's everywhere else, but that D is going to keep you from applying to 4-year school. So that's the other thing I want the freshmen to know, that when they get D's, we're going to be pushing them into summer school to validate those grades.